Okay, we are going to make chicken bone broth. We're going to start here. We're going to cut up a whole chicken we got from Whole Foods. All right. So we're going to start from the very beginning. Aaron is from Louisiana, so he already knows how to do this. I'm going to list the many benefits of making bone broth for you and your family. It's so many that start to talk about it. It takes quite a while. So we're going to put some links in there and some reference points here. So. Oh, that was his arm. Oh, I've never seen. I know it's a video about it, but I've never seen an entire chicken get cut up. I always see them like when they in the grocery store. Oh,
guts.
Now what is that?
It's the guts.
So did they put that in the gizzards?
They already took them out.
Okay. Well, they say you want to keep the gizzards in there. It's part of the broth, so.
Already bagged that for you.
This poor fella right here. You need a sharper knife?
We'll make it work.
So I guess in the plant, when they process it, they take the guts out and put it in a package?
Yeah, they have machines. Well, sometimes they got cutters on the line who can cut it.
Cutters on the line?
Yeah, they got people who cut it. They got machines. Well, actually, nobody doesn't have a knife like I have, and they just run them through machines that's already cutting.
Oh, okay.
Kind of dangerous too. People lose fingers sometimes. They're not watching.
Oh.
Let's set this to the side. So we just cut two. These are the wings. Now I'm going in and I'm getting ready to get the breast off here, and then I'm gonna go. This is your breast. This is your leg, and you can make leg quarters here. This is the leg quarter.
Leg
if
quarter.
You see that, like when people have a good barbecue, they want to do a leg quarter. The leg and the thighs together. Some people you can cut it down and keep it that way. Here's your breast, which I'm gonna go ahead and take the breast off here.
Okay. Now, they normally cut the breast in half?
Some do.
Okay. So if you get something like you go to a restaurant, normally it'll be like a half a breast, even though they say it's a breast, right?
It depends on how big the chicken is.
Well, this chicken this part looks really big, so.
Well, it's a really small chicken because I've seen.
What's a smaller chicken, you think?
Yeah, this is a small chicken. It's not big. This chicken's bigger than this. It's our size chicken.
Okay.
But then you're getting your genetically modified chickens, and that's what we want to stay away from.
Mm-hmm. Stay away from that. Yeah. By the way, this is a
no
grass-fed chicken. There's no hormones, no antibiotics, etc.
Yeah. All natural. Okay. Now you can debone it.
Okay.
Or you can keep the bone together. They have boneless breasts. Basically, all they're doing is going through and cutting the bone out.
Let's debone it and put the. We're gonna keep the bone, right? Okay. And we're going to put the meat here in the bag.
Okay, no problem.
Now, do you notice? I guess if you ever seen a chicken on the farm, etc., do you notice the chicken meat, the quality of the meat, so to speak, like in a grocery store, or does it? You don't think it's a big deal, a big difference? Or?
I think it's a very big difference. Usually, your butchers and your regular stores that are not responsible tend to pump their chickens with water. It makes them look better. It makes them look thing. But the problem is when you cook it down, the chicken shrinks because.
Yeah, of course.
Exactly. So.
Dehydrated.
These wings, do you want these wings? Do you want them down to the bone, or how do you want it?
Well, I'll tell you what. I was reading part of that book, and they said you want to keep that meat and that skin. Mm-hmm. Keep the skin. Okay. So
the bone?
Just take the meat, skin. So take as much meat as you can off, and then just don't worry about it.
Okay.
Because this is going to cook between 24 to 48 hours. So we don't have a pressure cooker. We're just going to cook like the old-fashioned way in a crock pot.
Oh, no problem.
And it's kind of, they go back and forth about whether the crock pot is good or not. Or a pressure cooker. Mm-hmm. I was trying just low and slow.
Well, they didn't have none of that back in the day, so.
What they use, like a fire stove?
Fire, so wood burning stove.
Wood burning stove. It's kind of hard to imagine right now. So.
This is what they call the dark meat of the chicken, you know.
Now, why is that? Because it's close to the muscle, or what? What is that?
Well, the breast and the wing tends to be the
Considered
whiter
white
meat.
meat. Is that? I guess as far as like white and dark meat, is simply the way it looks.
Yes, the way.
So
it looks.
they categorize it as, okay, look, this looks darker, this looks lighter.
Yeah, and
That's it. Nothing.
And then it comes totally to preference. Then some people prefer the white meat, some people prefer the dark.
Yeah,
meat.
I know a lot of folks. You know.
Some people feel the dark meat is more tastier.
Yeah, exactly, or juicy or whatever. We can use this bag right here. Yeah, I know a lot of folks who his paper towels too. So a lot of folks who prefer the dark meat, etc. But it seems like in the restaurant or where you go out to eat, the white meat is always more expensive.
Yes, it is because it's less of it.
Oh, on the bird.
On the chicken, exactly. It's less of it. So you get a bird. Once you get the breast and you get the 2 wings, that's it. Well, dark meat, you got 2 leg quarters, and some people, if they eat the backs, that can tend to be dark too. So that's
Sort of supply and demand, right?
Yeah.
Bye, Landy. Bye, Landy.
So that's all meat right there.
That's good. You have to cut that no more. That's good. Yeah. That's good. That's
So with the
good.
back.
I'm not sure what's going on at the back area. That's good. That's good. That's perfect. That's good. That's good.
Just a few wings.
What is that? Okay. Let's leave the wings like so. I think that looks very good. The whole thing. Now, now is the gizzards inside that bag?
Yeah, the gizzards, all the gizzards and guts here inside the bag.
Now, what's up with the guts? I mean, do people eat that?
Some people do. They fry them.
They fry. Well, I understand with gizzards. I know that's part of the neck, right? Okay, but what about that's the intestines, right?
Some people eat that. You know,
No, we're not gonna do that.
Okay.
Let's just do the gizzards and then and throw the other part away. I don't think you should eat anybody else's stomach. It's crazy. Good. Looks very good. Looks well, not very good, but you know what I mean. So. All right. So here's the plan, right? You don't have to do this, right? But you have an option. We can simply put the carcass in the oven for, let's say, 20 minutes. And after that, to add flavor, so to speak, right? And after that, we simply get the pot ready, get the crock pot in the meantime. So we do it 10-15 minutes, on like 450, 500 degrees. So I'm going to put some aluminum foil in there. So we're going to put it in this pot right here. Hold on 1 second. Okay. So we already preheated the oven to 450, maybe 500 degrees. Is that your preference? So yeah, we're going to put it from the pot into the pot and pan here.
All the pieces?
Yep, every single piece.
Just the liver?
Yep, the liver too. And like I said, you don't have to do this. Some people do this for flavor, so you might do it 15, maybe 20 minutes at the most when we get the crock pot ready. Make sure you get. Okay, here we go. And so this is what they recommend. Recommend you use like 3 or 4 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar. I kind of eyeball it now. I've been doing it for a little bit, but so this is a cup. So I do about a quarter of a cup. Some folks do more, some do less. You add it to the pot, and it's really not a whole lot to it. But so from there, a little bit of wine, not a whole lot, but it helps to break down, chicken and everything. So like I said, it's not very much. You can smell it too. Of course, you want to use, like I said, it should be common sense stuff, but spring water, distilled water, etc. So I normally use the distilled water myself. You fill it up as high as you can, and they say you want to do it. We're not using it. We're not using it. This is mine. But anyway, you want to fill it up 1 inch above your meat, so to speak, your broth. Yep. So this is just distilled water you can buy from any store, etc. So I fill it about halfway, and then we're gonna add the chicken. And after that, we're gonna see if we put it on low and let nature do its thing. So I'm gonna add the chicken here, and you can go ahead and pause it. Is that an eyeball?
No. The head's
I know, but I was. I know.
Okay, my friend. Okay.
Put it in there, man. Okay. Don't be shy. Okay. Very good. So we'll be back for you in 20 minutes, buddy. Okay, all right, so we're gonna pull the chicken out of the oven here. And it looks gross. Anyway, so, and you don't want to burn yourself, so get some tongs or something like that. Put chicken in and stuff deal. And this is what some people do, but I do like a soup from the broth, so to speak, later. But some people just go ahead and add salt and carrots, etc. You can do that. You can add. I already had pre-cut here. Onions, the basics, they use carrots, celery, onions, etc. But like I said, it all depends on you, but I normally do this with the broth because I use the broth over and over again, as I add to it. So it's really up to you. But initially, I just put a little bit of salt, of course, big Himalayan sea salt or any kind of sea salt will do, just not table salt. So anyway, 2 nice sized spoonfuls of this. So there you go. That's all you need. And like I say, when I make the actual like a stew or whatever, I use pepper, etc. However you want to season it. Anyway, grab this fella right here. Put them in there like so. Tell you what, it does not look good when you first. Oh boy. Are you getting this? Are you holding the camera still? Are you watching the transfer? There's a lot of excitement. You missing? Look at that transfer. Are you looking at transfer? Are you looking at it? Looking at it? No. Why are you holding the camera still? Become the transfer.
The slight movement.
The slight movement?
Movement of a professional.
Okay. I'll take your word for it. Anyway, so like I said, it's a simple process, but sometimes when you see something, you can visualize a lot better. That's the cool part about YouTube. So we add more water. So it's roughly about an inch, top here. So, all right. So here's a new one we just put in. It's on low. The knob was broken, but it's on low right now. Trust me on that one. So anyway, you can see it's filled just above an inch, just above the actual meat there, and that's it. It's as simple as that. 24 to 48 hours. I read online that some folks wait until they say it's done at 18 hours. But just to make sure, I give it at least a day. There's no hurry or whatever, because, like I said, you can keep making it continuously, right? So like for like a month, 2 months or whatever, just keep adding water, And they say you take like a cup full, of maybe 8 ounces, once, twice a day for continual health. And this is one you can come out a little closer. Come a little closer. All right. This is one here. Take some more water out of it. But this is my beef. This has been going for about 3 weeks. And this is the beef. This is oxtails, bone marrow. I think some other parts here, but those are the main ingredients, so to speak. And I'll show you the consistency of this. But this is this is not in the crock pot. This is on a burner, and it's been on low basically, for X amount of time. And it'll start to I think I used a little bit yesterday. I just take like a little bit of cut feel. I'm excited about the chicken broth because the different consistency, and people said a lot of folks said they get better health benefits from the chicken. So we'll see. This is what I started with, but it's going pretty good. Like I say, it's very easy once you everything started. You may have to add like another tablespoon of apple cider vinegar once you get rid of all the, once you take all the chicken broth out. But it's real simple, short and to the point.
Sorry.
So anyway, this is what I normally do. I use one as a little scoop here. So that's why I do like sometimes twice a day, sometimes 3. But they say for continual health, you want to be consistent. So but anyway, take a scoop from here. You see how it looks. Some folks use a strainer. I don't. I use it sometimes, but most of them might just take a scoop here. And this is about 5-6 ounces. And you wait for it to cool down. I don't. Yeah, that's about what I do every other day. So there it is. And like I said, I got a little strained about it in a hurry today. So I got so used to it to where I don't need to strain anymore. But, and that's it. Put the cover back on top of it. So you drink to your health.
Cheers.
Yep.